The only thing I really wanted was an RV, and I wanted it so that we could go on trips and go camping and never have to have a tent again.
Having an RV is definitely nicer than a tent.
It's like the best thing ever compared to a tent.
With an RV, you have electricity, you have running water.
You have a comfortable bed
you have a refrigerator,
and a place that's warm. That's like the biggest thing.
And a heater.
So nice. You have everything. You have your life. You have your whole house.
You have a tiny home.
And you can bring it wherever you go. It's like having a house in your pocket.
Right.
So nice.
Versus a tent, which is like
frigid cold at night.
Barely a step above cardboard box.
I feel like I get sick every time I go camping because I always get too cold. Or like I cannot rest because I have a baby with me. And I'm like, if it gets too cold, this baby's going to be sick. Or it's going to, something horrible is going to happen. So I'm always like, my mind is racing and it's not comfortable and it's not fun. So a while ago, what was it, a couple years ago or something, we were like, let's get an RV. And I actually made a like goal on my wall to get an RV. So what is that? A
vision board.
Vision board. I made a vision board and I was like, RV. Stuck it up there. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And I could not take my mind off of it every single day until we got one. And we got one for a really good price.
Yeah, Mystery gave it to us. It was free.
Yep. That's true.
That's true. But there's also another truth.
Will you hand me that blanket up there? I'm very cold.
Equally true. Okay. Let's talk about that truth.
The other truth?
Yeah.
That's equally true?
Yeah.
It was $7,000?
No, it was $6,000.
Seven.
Oh, now you're making me want a blanket.
7. It's warm, isn't it? Hey, you're taking it.
Yeah, I'll help keep you warm.
7. Maybe it was 6,500.
Can you believe it? Like, here it is, the middle of summer, and it's freezing cold.
So cold outside.
We had like a horrible freak cold storm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, now that we've talked about the weather, let's get down to the deep subjects.
So we got this RV for, I thought it was $6,000.
I think it was 7, but it really doesn't matter.
It's a 1993, and it only had like 23,000 miles.
Barely used, and it was owned by some grandparents, so they took like super good care of it. And it was only one owner.
I think they parked it indoors too.
They parked it indoors, so like the tires were, I think, really old, but like good condition. Everything was good condition. Everything. Yeah. It was just so nice, and like it was old, right? It looked super old.
Just dated,
but everything worked, and that was what was important. So we were like, yes, please. So we got it, and well, Michael at the time, I think the reason why we really ended up getting it was because I was like, I want an RV, and he's like, well, I want to go on an RV trip on like the West Coast or cross country or something. We talked about getting a
fifth wheel trailer.
Yeah, we tried that out once. We rented one. We didn't necessarily like it perfectly. Like I
like the RV better though, because for a long time I was wanting the fifth wheel, because then I was like, I could have any truck I want. Mm-hmm. There's less moving parts that I have to fix, because with an RV, if the engine goes bad, that's a big expense. Or with a fifth wheel, you just buy a new truck to haul it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But we ultimately went with RV because the convenience of being able to drive down the freeway and go to the bathroom without stopping, or make sandwiches for the kids.
Make lunch, or
lay down on the bed.
If somebody's feeling sick, go lay down. If somebody's feeling tired, you don't even have to get everybody out of bed in the morning every time. You can drive off with everybody in the bed. I understand there's probably some laws.
RVs
are a little bit different, because
get away with
the seatbelts are different. They're old. It's like an old vehicle.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't even have the straps that go across.
I think
on ours.
I think the RVs just don't follow the same rules as everybody else.
I mean, that's what we think.
That's how we justify.
I guess we haven't really looked it up.